All right, we now welcome on the head coach of the Oakland Golden Grizzlies, Jeff Tungate. Oakland getting set for a fun weekend ahead of Horizon League basketball. First and foremost, Coach, how are we doing today?
Doing good, Jake. Good to see you.
Absolutely, right back at you. And before we dive into the two matchups ahead tonight and then again on Saturday, let's look back. 1 week ago, your team had the opportunity to play two Big Ten opponents, both from our great state of Michigan. First on the road against the University of Michigan and then at home against Michigan State. Both setbacks, but I thought both games, there were some opportunities there where you learned a little bit about your team and maybe some positive takeaways.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a really good week for us to see where we're at. I thought we really competed. We didn't back down. I thought we did a good job on both ends of the floor of really trying to attack and be physical and things like that. So I was really proud of our effort, and we learned a lot of things that we can use moving forward, but it was a good week. I think obviously we're not ready to join the Big Ten, but considering our competition and who we played, I think a lot of positives came out from those two games.
And individually speaking, one of those positives, the emergence of Olivia Sims and the freshman, we've seen kind of, bits and pieces of it, so to speak. But since she's been inserted into that starting lineup, she had a career high or tied a career high 12 points against Michigan State, all coming from beyond the arc. What kind of spark has she provided? And are you hoping, obviously, to see more of her to continue to come into her own?
Yeah, I mean, she's really played with a lot of confidence last week, and to have, double figures in both games, I think does nothing but add to that confidence and what she's capable of doing to do it against Big Ten opponents. But, she's an unbelievable shooter. Good shooters shoot good all the time. And she's someone that shoots good all the time in practice and games. And every time we see her, she's always knocking down shots. So I think that gives her a lot to build on, a lot of momentum moving forward. And hopefully those things now can continue into league play for her.
Absolutely. And for her efforts, she was awarded the Oakland Student Athlete of the Week. And I know, it's neat to see on Twitter and things like that, but I got to imagine that also plays into her confidence just to be recognized for her achievements.
Yeah, no, I think it was a great thing for her to be able to receive that. And I think it's good for her teammates as well, because she knows without her teammates getting her the ball in the open spot, she's not going to be able to put up those kind of numbers and things. So, I think whenever we win awards like that, it's a team award, and our team did a good job of finding her, and she did a good job knocking down shots and ultimately doing her job.
Tonight, it's back to Horizon League play. You welcome in the University of Illinois, Chicago, and then on Saturday, IUPUI. And I know we've talked at times kind of flip-flopping back and forth between conference games and non-conference games, but certainly tonight exciting to get back into Horizon League play. And UIC, a team that struggled a little bit, and you've had success against them in recent years. What's kind of been the week of game planning like?
Well, I mean, obviously anytime you're in league play, every opponent's a tough one, and every game's an important game. So they do a really good job of taking you off the bounce. We've got to do a good job of keeping the ball in front of us. They're going to turn up their pressure. They're going to look to press a little bit. We got to make sure we limit our turnovers, and they'll run some different defenses at you and things like that. A couple different ones that we've got to be prepared for. But at the end of the day, it's still early, and we really got to focus on what we do. But they're a dangerous opponent. They're really athletic. They can match our athleticism. And like I said, if we don't keep that ball in front of us and we get hurt off the bounce, it could be a long night. And then with Jada McLeod, I mean, she's a really, really good player and a really good, tough matchup for us. And so we're going to have to do a good job defending her as well. So a lot of challenges with UIC, and we're going to have to be ready to go.
And now as you start to you'll have some non-conference games after this as well, but starting to get into a little bit of that routine where you've got a conference opponent on a Thursday night, followed by a quick turnaround again, and then play a game, a short time later on Saturday. How difficult is it to manage kind of the two different scouting reports, and what's that process like? Because then on Saturday, you welcome in IUPUI.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have a one-day prep for IUPUI, but they're going to have a one-day prep for us. So, if we start looking ahead and doing all those kind of things, then, we're going to be trouble on Thursday night. So our focus, we put, majority of our focus into UIC for tomorrow, and then we'll start talking about IUPUI on Friday and getting ready for them, between practice on Friday and a shoot around Saturday. We've got a good group. They're good learners, and we can pick things up pretty quick. So, we'll just have that prep time for them. But, right now our whole focus is on UIC for right now.
Jeff Tungate is with us as we get set for a fun weekend ahead of Horizon League basketball. And Coach, any other, if somebody's dialing into Oakland University basketball, and maybe, they'll take a look at your record and, see you've played some Big Ten opponents pretty tough and, started with some wins and losses in the conference season. What should people know about this current Oakland Golden Grizzlies team?
I think this is a fun team to watch. And, I hope tonight we get a lot of fans to come out and watch us and not just watch us play against Michigan State. We don't want that to be our largest crowd of the year. We need their support. We need them out for all the games. And, I think we're a fun team to watch. I think we play hard. I think we play together. I think we have good chemistry on our team. You look at even in our losses, the team never gives up. They keep battling, they keep fighting all the way till the end. I think that says a lot about this team. So, I think it's a team that people will enjoy, and we hope we can get a good turnout tonight and Saturday and throughout the rest of the season.
And I've certainly felt the team chemistry at an all-time high. Since the first day I walked on campus, and as a fan, as a coach, all of that kind of gels well together. What's that been like to coach a team that just gets along so well? And really, it seems like they bring out the best in one another as teammates.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier. It's a long season and you're going to have a lot of adversity, and, nobody goes to the movies or buys a book to see a perfect story. They want to see adversity and how things are handled. So, we've got good chemistry. I'm sure we'll have bumps along the way throughout the season, just like any team, and how we recover from those and how we handle those is going to be a big key in the success we have as a team. So I think the fact we're starting with good chemistry when those times do come, because they will come, and it just makes it a lot easier and a lot quicker to get through because there's a solid bond already formed amongst the team.
All right, Coach Tungate, we talked a little bit last week about your Thanksgiving traditions and how difficult, managing all that can be when you're in the midst of coaching a season and whatnot. But it is the holiday season. So now we're transitioning from Thanksgiving time. I'm sure you didn't do any Black Friday shopping. You were a little bit busy and whatnot. But what does Jeff Tungate's month of December look like getting ready for the holidays? Or is that not even on the radar?
No, so I have a tradition. My dad and I go Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve. That's always a tradition we've had. We've done that for years. So he and I and my sons will get together on the morning of Christmas Eve. We'll go do our Christmas shopping. We'll have lunch together and then head back to the house. And so, that's when things really begin for us. It's just a fun tradition, something we've done for many, many years now, and something we all look forward to. So that's one tradition we won't change. So, we'll be in Vegas right before Christmas. We'll get back. We'll give our team 4 days off, and it'll be a good time for everybody to rest and recover before we start league play again after Christmas. But, it's obviously Christmas is a special time, and but Christmas Eve is the big tradition that we have as far as shopping goes in the Tungate family.
Well, there you go. That's kind of high risk, high reward. You gotta make plays down the stretch up against the wire there. What's on your son's Christmas list this year?
The oldest one just wants money. He's a college student. He just needs cash. So he's just asking for money. But the youngest one, if it's been made, he wants it. So we can't give him everything he wants, obviously. But there's a lot of things that he wants, and but he loves his basketball cards, his football cards, and things like that. So I'm sure he'll find a few of those things under the tree. No doubt about it. And can we find out what's on Jeff Tungate's Christmas list? 2 wins this weekend. I knew you were going to say that, man. I should have put a restriction. You can't say 2 wins, but that's what we're rooting for as well, Coach. And it will be a lot of fun Thursday night against UIC, and then of course on Saturday against IUPUI. So, Coach, thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it, and looking forward to a fun weekend ahead of Horizon League basketball. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate it.